I think that was on the video.
I think so too.
Welcome to another very special episode of Books in 140 Seconds. Today, in our final Giller video, except for a very special one tomorrow, we're doing The Matter with Morris by David Bergen. And it's about this grumpy 50-year-old man who is dealing with the death of his son, who was a soldier in Afghanistan, and just him coming to terms with what that means, both as his family, but also with his own mortality and with his own relationships. And Bergen does a really good job. It wouldn't be a book that I would have picked up had it not been nominated for the Giller, and I enjoyed it. So kudos to the Giller for nominating it. What did you think, Jen?
I felt really the same way. I never would have come to it on my own. I don't think even of Bergen's works, it probably wouldn't have been the first one that I selected. This isn't a book where a lot happens. This definitely isn't another plot-driven book. And you spend a lot of time basically in Morris's head. In fact, the entire time in Morris's head.
Mm-hmm.
And yet and he could be this really annoying sad sack who kind of creepily targets his son's age prostitute friend, and lots of some middle-age issues that he's grappling with. And yet Bergen injects enough levity into this so that you find yourself laughing. He's an interesting character, more akin to like a Mordecai Richler hero than just some whiny middle-aged man.
Bergen does a really good job with playing with Morris's perception of himself and the reader's perception of who Morris is, and that disconnect. He thinks he's much smarter than he actually is. He thinks he's much funnier than he actually is. He thinks that what's happening to him is way more weighty and important than it actually is, and that works really well. I don't think a less skilled author could play with that lack of self-awareness, and topics such as heavy as losing a child and destroying a marriage and coming to terms with your own mortality in such a masterful and playful way. There's a lot going on in this book, and it's just well done.
Yep, completely readable. Certainly, Bergen comes off as an author who is firmly in control of his characters, in control of his voice. It's a very tight read, read it in one day, and certainly it is one of the more mature books on the list, I think.
For sure. It's an excellently executed project. I feel that Bergen went in with it knowing exactly what he wanted to produce and fulfilling it. It's a satisfying read. It's well done, and good job for him.
Nothing the matter with Morris, really.
There isn't. Goodbye.
Thanks.
Okay.